I was either going to get a BBL or go to Hawaii. He would just like heavy breathe and it was so gross.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
Was he big?
No.
Just asthma or what?
Women
I think about that now in 2025. I'm like, damn, women are flying planes. That's so smart. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Not Loveline.
It feels so good to be back.
It feels so good to be back. We did miss an upload last week because LA was literally on fire.
Ablaze. Okay, I was actually on my way to shoot Not Loveline, and then the fire started actually going over the hill towards my house, and I was like, Trisha, I think I have to pack my...
I mean, rightfully so. It was like a while you were going to even consider coming. I think I'm very much like, no, we need to be consistent. And then because I wasn't aware, because I can't really watch the news because I have a mental illness and I spiral very easily. And I'm like, if I watch something bad, and I did see like a couple bad things, like some of the Malibu restaurants went to like burned down. I like am so not like depressed like a normal person. Like I literally just want to like drive into a tree or something like that, like crazy. So I like really have to watch myself. But like Moses was watching it, but I was like a little oblivious. And then we had your location because Paige had shared it with us. And he's like, I think Tana's like evacuating tonight. So I hadn't heard from Paige. I was like, maybe you guys stay.
It got so bad so fast. Like it was just, and it really is a minute by minute thing. Like I evacuated 3 different times. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like you just have to keep taking it like minute by minute. And it's so scary. And I really was like, the fire was approaching my house and I was like, I could just shoot Not Loveline really quick. And then I was like, girl, get a grip. Like go take your things, take your valuables, take your mementos.
Take yourself.
But this is the longest break I've had from podcasting in like years. Like,
how do you feel?
I've been itching. I'm going to start exposing everyone. I have so much to say. Like, I'm just like, I feel suppressed. I feel repressed. I don't know the word.
Especially when TikTok was gone for 14 hours. Like, wait, who do I have to talk to?
No, and I almost went haywire. I almost started like a 50-part series just exposing everyone. I'm so glad I did.
Isn't that wild? People are like exposing our secrets. And it's like, we're back, babe. Like, we're here. We know.
The amount of fitness influencers I saw come online and say they have a BBL, you all need federal prison.
I love that they admitted that, though. That's kind of everything.
Maybe sooner, though. They had these doing crunches. Like,
I think that's on those. Honestly, no one thinks the Kardashians have that butt from,
that's so
squats.
True. That is so
There's
true.
There's just no way. Like when you watch them eat like pizza and fried chicken, and you're like, okay, you know, you're not like eating that every day. You know what I mean? So
and the BBL belly buttons.
What's
like
that?
Haven't you like just noticed that when the I'm already getting messy. It's been 1 minute.
I want to know BBL belly button.
Like all the girls who have BBLs, you can just their belly button looks like it was like crafted.
Oh, really? I wonder why that is. Are they like taking the fat out of the belly button?
I actually don't know. We need to get Dr. Gavami on the case.
Who's that?
He's like that, you know, Nicki Minaj. She's like Dr. Gavami, BBL. That's not what she says or what she sounds like, but
is he from Florida?
No, he's here. Oh. He was trying to charge me $40,000 for a BBL.
You were trying to get one?
I was either going to get a BBL or go to Hawaii because I needed to feel something. I was in a low place. And then I went to Hawaii and I met Makoa. And I always think now, like, if I got the BBL, I'd have a big butt, but I wouldn't have love.
Aww. So you made the right choice then, basically. That's crazy. Good. You would have gotten a BBL. That's crazy. You have a butt.
It's just like, I really just was in a low place. I needed to feel something. I needed them to suck some fat, put it somewhere else. Glad I didn't do it. Seriously.
That's me every surgery I had. I was just like, I kind of don't care. Let me just get a surgery.
And then like, it's honestly, no, it's so real. Like, but looking into it, it's a crazy surgery. Like the death rate of a BBL is also crazy.
It's crazy. I had a BBL and to me it was like it was the most non-invasive. Like I recovered quickly. Like my boobs were crazy.
Don't tell me that.
Mine was easy, but I know what you're saying.
I'm about to come in here cheeked up.
I got all the fat sucked out. I even got like my arm fat, the back fat, the belly fat, and then it was all put in my hips and my butt.
Chicken fingers and lipo. Come on.
That's when it came out right after because I was like so snatched. Like my freaky video, I was like so like tiny.
So good. You still are. Your to waist ratio is to be studied.
Well, I think it did keep it. I mean, obviously I've gained weight, but it kept the proportions there. So like, because I used to have a wide butt, but it was flat. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
that's how I feel.
No, yours is good. Your TikTok, so all the classic TikToks have been like coming viral again. Like all the ones like we'll miss this the most, and your Team Bryce on God one keeps circulating, and your butt's so cute.
I'm literally like I'm gonna hear that like when you know when it's like how people say when you die that your life flashes before your eyes, like that will flash before my eyes. It's so crazy.
It's so good.
I just can't believe it. Dead sober too.
No,
I said that dead sober.
But it was so camp. It's so good. Like And now Bryce is just so like extreme. Just
oh my God. It is so crazy. Like,
are we still team Bryce?
I don't think we're team anyone. That like the fact that I was even just saying that, like, team Bryce on God. Austin McBroom, go home, read a book, Diva.
You were young. How old were you? That was like years ago.
Not young enough like, to make that fully okay.
22, 23.
Maybe like 3, maybe 4.
Okay, that's, yeah. You're still before the 25 age was a front lobe develops.
That part. I mean, that's true. That is true. That was like definitely needed some frontal lobe developing. But TikTok almost got banned. I can't even believe it. And then we woke up today to it back. I really just wanted Michaela to say that those were Ardell Wispy lashes. That's all I wanted.
You think she ever would admit that?
I can't believe she didn't.
Like, it's so funny at this point.
It's so funny. Like, I can't believe the app actually ended and she didn't do it. I'm trying to think of anything else I really wanted.
Take it to her grave. I do, the thing about like TikTokers like that, I mean, granted, Michaela probably made so much money and saved it, but it's also like, what do they do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to diversify. I mean, this so wholeheartedly. I've been done doing social media for 18 years. Like, you really have to spread around. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube can go down. You know, OF can go down. Like, there's always things that go down.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket. I think it really made me remember that too. Like, just because I do rely on TikTok so much for like relevancy. And like, obviously that turns into money and like, it's crazy. Like, it was like scary. It's just, I don't even know. I was worried about Jelly Bean Sweets. I was like, what's she going to do?
Oh my God, start a podcast with her, eating podcast.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
Speaking of diversifying, we love to diversify here. Go to patreon.com/notloveline.
I had no idea where that was going. I was like, hey.
We forgot to do it, but you know what? We love our patrons. Can I tell you, we're going to give extra love to our patrons. We're going to do full hour episodes on there after this because, like, honestly...
You guys are everything. And that community, this specific Patreon, it's just so fun because it really is like raunchy. Like, it's crazy.
We can do the sexy, hot questions. We talk about pegging and
all the crazy shit. The calls are just so wild. Like, people really tell us their deepest, darkest secrets.
I am obsessed with our Patreon. So go to patreon.com/notloveline if you want to do saucy, spicy questions. We get wild. We find out so much about each other's own bedroom.
We really do.
Escapades.
And like, we need you now more than ever. Seriously, with this TikTok ban, like, please go over to the Patreon.
I thought about that. I was like, at least we have our patrons. You know what I mean?
Thanks, guys. Seriously.
Yeah. So patreon.com/notloveline. We had to miss 1 week, but I promise it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
We just like honestly like really could not film. And then I was in London and you were not on the Tarte trip.
Yeah.
Which I need to retract. I think on Just Trish we're like, well, I'm like, my friends are there, you know, like Tana and Tara. And I was like, oh my God, you weren't.
No, I couldn't go. I don't want to shade anyone else when I say this. This was just my own personal standpoint. Like, I felt very out of touch being there. Like, and that was just me. Like, that is not me saying those other girls were out of touch being there. I also recognize so many of those girls were like in New York and stuff and just less like, but like even just the day before, I'm like scream sobbing, worried that my house is actually going to burn down, like everything I've ever worked for. And I know so many people have it worse. I don't mean it like that. It felt so weird to then just like get on a jet and go to an island and talk about concealer. Like, I just, and I was just like sad. And I also couldn't imagine if something bad happened in that climate. You want to be with your people. Yeah. Like, you know, you don't want to like, I love this Shape Tape and this lip. Like, it didn't work. Yeah. And like, yeah, I couldn't. And that's no shade to everybody that could. And I obviously was sad. Let me stop.
I know. Because it does sound shady, but it's crazy. I guess this is more of a TikTok. Thank God for TikTok. It was more of a TikTok debate where I forgot who it was. A pretty popular TikToker, I can't remember, was upset that, and I know you would have brought Nicole, but they didn't like that guys were on the trip. What did you think? Because like Brianna brought a new boyfriend or a new guy friend. I don't know if it's her boyfriend. And people just thought like, okay, maybe long-term or, you know, husbands or whatever like that. But what do you think about people bringing guys on the Tarte trip?
Bringing just like a date or like someone that you don't know that well, that's some would have pulled in like 2019, 2020 though, no question. I would have been drunk and like met a guy at a bar and been like, you want to come to the island with me tomorrow? Like, I can't even lie. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would have brought Makoa. So like, how much really talk, you know?
Is there like a rule, like you should be with someone for a year before you bring them on the Tarte trip?
Or like probably, I don't know. It's kind of camp to me, like kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, but like
Jake and Tara, like Jake Weber on the Tarte trip was what I love. Jake Weber more than anybody in the whole world. He bought a blanket. Like, I love him, but like that's wild.
I love him. I just don't. Their relationship to me is so interesting. Like, And I'm someone who has been friends with my exes. I guess now, as I'm growing older, I'm like seeing the other side so much more. I used to die on the hill where I was like, no, you can be friends with your exes and like it's fine. And then as I get older, I'm like, I do see how people shouldn't be.
It's wild.
Like, I guess it's more like I'm just imagining a girl dating him. You got to be so strong because Tara Yummy's so hot.
I think it's out there that he has somebody. Like, I think they're like, they posted, maybe not together, but people have seen them out at Barney's Beanery, like that he is dating somebody, and they're like, wait, that's crazy. And she's gorgeous. Like, she's like a gorgeous model type, but it is crazy.
I'm just so the type where I would like try to be cool with that for so long, and then one day I would crash the out.
Yeah, I do not get that at all. But like, more power to him. It's
like
wild.
On a vacation, and you're telling me they don't just you, because it's like if you're in a relationship for that, and I know they don't. Okay, like I've asked them.
You don't know.
Yeah,
they
that's
could
true.
Just say no.
That's true. You're honestly right. I've like hounded them, which I shouldn't do.
Because they're just so both hot. I can't even imagine being like hot people on an island and just not.
Well, exactly. And think about too, like when you date someone for a long time, like you really get to cooking with the sex. Like, like you really start to like kill it.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, cause you do it for so long and you know each other's ins and outs. Like, you don't want to just be like, one more time. You know? Like,
did you ever see Blink Twice?
Yes.
I watched it on the plane on the way back from London.
I'm surprised. I could see you being like, I don't want to see that.
You know what, Oscar? He was telling me, he's like, you like, oh, you should watch this. I don't know if he even said watch it. He's like, have you seen it? I was like, no. Because you know it was originally called, did we talk about this?
Yeah.
Island.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about this.
Wait, did we talk about, because I'd never seen this movie before. What did we talk about? Why did I bring this up last time? That's crazy.
No,
I just really love to talk about this movie.
Mia's podcasting about a movie I haven't seen. Okay, let me tell you that.
Like, what did I say? Because I did not know this movie. But
you watched it?
I watched it on the plane because I was like, I could not sleep, and I did watch it, and that was giving Tarte Trip to me.
That's so funny. I was going to go down the whole like,
not the part of it, not the like power. It's just more like, oh, come to this island with us, and we'll
like
just have
dystopian a little.
everyone wearing their white gowns in the movie Blink Twice. Everyone was wearing. They put the women in like white and hats.
That's so funny comparing the Tarte Trip to Blink Twice.
It was giving me that because everyone's just like the little red bags because they had because the Tarte Trip was showing the red lines that were the Virgin. You know, I guess Richard Branson does Virgin, so like there's that. So it was giving
Virgin
that.
like airlines or like some ritual.
I don't know. Why do they call it Virgin Airlines? That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
Yeah, it was giving that because they had the little red bags and that makes you forget. And
it's actually, I'm finally getting the lore on the trip because I refuse to intake any content because I'm sitting there and I'm like, like, obviously you want to be on an island, okay? Like, obviously I wanted to be, you know me, I love the ocean. I love to be underwater. So I was like, I'm not watching any of this.
Yeah,
like,
just like
that.
FOMO. Can I tell you, I was always like that too. But because I got invited on this trip, I felt like I could say officially now that I don't like these trips. I thought, well, maybe I'm just jealous. But then I was like,
I was trying to get her to come with me. You can cut this if you want me to shut up.
No.
But Trisha goes, I would rather get all of my cavities filled at once than go on
and
this
I did.
trip. No,
that's what I did. Instead, I got all 9 filled at the same time.
You're so real for that, though. You are. Like, it's because even like I was trying to explain it to Makoa before we were going, and I was like, it isn't. Don't get me wrong. I think Tarte does everything in their power to make it a relaxing vacation. Like they have the yoga and the goat yoga and all the things, you know, but at least me, like my guard is never down. Like I'm not on trips like that. Like I'm not relaxing at all. Like if anything, it feels like a red carpet was brought to an island and you're just doing a red carpet for 5 days.
For how many days? How was it? 5?
Like however long it is, you know, it's just like,
You're
it's
just
all
on.
PR. It's all TikToks. Like you have to be worried about being filmed every second, sitting there mewing, sucking in, like, oh yes, I love concealer. Like, and then you get drunk normally too.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. I'm just so sober that I was like, they are very like drink centered, you know?
Yeah, there is one diva that goes on all these trips. She was at Bora Bora. Were you at Bora Bora with Tarte?
No, I missed that one too. I'm like third time's the charm. Like maybe
were
I'm
you
just
on tour. Oh, because it got delayed or something, right? And then you weren't.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's one, and she's like maybe older. She's like blonde, and she's always just like goes to dinner and then goes in her hotel room. Which like I'm just staying in the hotel room.
That would have
tonight.
actually
Love
been me
that.
this time.
I love it. Yeah,
I would have been a hermit about it for sure. Like when I
done
don't drink, I'm like, okay, it's 9 p.m. I'm not socializing with a bunch of drunk people.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I'm like, really? It's so funny. Like when I'm drunk, I'm the most drunk person alive and I'm zoning this and I'm crazy. And then the second I go sober, I'm like, I hate drunk people. Like it's so hypocritical. I'm better than you. I'm literally so sober. Like,
no, when you don't drink, it is the worst to be around someone who's like only because it's just like. You're not at that level. I think if you're at that level, it's fun, but then you're not, you know what I mean?
And then I want to jump off a cliff because I'm like, wait, I'm like this, but worse.
Yeah. I don't think think you are. I feel like I haven't been around you drunk, but I've been around you like drinking. And
There is a big difference between drinking and hammered. Like I'm truly an insane person.
You always seem just like fun to me. I don't know.
That is so. Keep that thought, okay? Because it's like it's actually crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the Tarte trip sounds wild. I don't know who I'd bring because I wouldn't bring like Moses because it's just like.
I feel like you'd have to bring Moses to be like sane though.
That's what I'm saying.
Like your sister.
Maybe my sister. Because that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think there's like Makoa is very cool, but then I feel like I don't know. There's just some random boyfriends there, and you're just like, I don't know, like with a bunch of young hot influencers. Not to say like anything is weird. Like I know Moses wouldn't be weird, but I'm just saying like the girl. I don't know. The whole thing just seems a little odd.
Even when I bring Makoa around influencer girls, and this has happened like a few times, where I'll just see. I'm like, you're trying to flirt, and he's so good about like or just like I told you about like even like Fanita coming up to Makoa and being like, you eat ass. I know you eat. And like it was funny, but like it's like imagining him in that environment is so funny. Like just the like these people will say to Makoa, and he's like, I'm like, oh my poor thing just wants to serve.
What does he say? Because I cannot imagine someone going up to Moses and be like, you eat. Like, I don't know. I think he would just like die. He would be a tomato. Moses would get so red. What did Makoa do?
I think Makoa literally said like yes, and then he was just like, okay, anyways,
love
like
that.
And then no, I don't even know. I mean, he does eat. Like go off, King, but like
wow, really?
You know,
you love that. That's
but
Patreon
he won't let me eat
level.
his ass. I'm like,
that's not fair.
That is very Patreon. But I'll save the rest of that.
You want to know more about
No, seriously, it's like let me. I'm bored. I'm not bored. What? I'm literally not bored. This is what happens when I don't podcast. I just start saying.
I know we haven't seen each other either in like so long, and I was just like, I need to catch up on like everything.
There's so much. We want to do a Just Trish on Friday to really.
Okay, let's do it because I just want to interview you. We were talking about on my other Patreon how I was reacting to GABBI HANNA Escape the Nightmare, and you're like, I was there when the chicken fiasco happened. I'm like, can we do the whole episode today about that?
Chicken fiasco. Yes, I have so much Escape the Night too.
Joey's actually coming that morning because I'm leaving for New York, so I have Joey coming that morning, and then like I needed a guest on the afternoon, and we're like, do you want to? I'm like, can you please? And you're like, yeah. So that's perfect.
I'm so down. I have so much. I want to talk about David Dobrik's 7 Wonders of the World so bad.
Oh my! And
God.
you watched it. You did text me because we were supposed to do Not Loveline. You're like, I'm watching this for research purposes only. I'm like, I need to. Okay, should we save it? We should probably save it.
I watched it all, and I could do a piece by piece reaction.
Let's do it on Friday. We should do a whole.
Yeah.
I just want like the lore of like the GABBI HANNA Escape the Nightmare. You talking about
Escape the Nightmare.
That was her title. Escape the Night. Joey had recently talked about you talking about it on a podcast. Did you see that? And then we had to talk about that.
I actually didn't see that.
Oh yeah, and he's like, somebody went on a podcast and talked about it. I was like, well.
It's like, what are you? I'm a podcaster. What do you think?
I was trying to like hide the identity. I was like, who else was on Escape the Night with him?
Oh my God. See, let me be careful. Let me be careful.
I need the lore and the David Dobrik of it all. I could go into like so much about that. No one really did because the fires happened, which obviously took precedent, but like he got lucky because no one really like, no pun intended, roasted him the way that they should have for that. You know what I mean? Is that bad? I don't know. Like there's no other word I was thinking of.
No, it is crazy. Yeah. Like it just, I don't know. It didn't get as much negative traction as I thought it would. I think that unfortunately his videos like unlock such a nostalgic part of a lot of people's brains as fans. I have so much to say.
I spiraled that day when that happened. I was spiraling. I was like, oh my God. And then like obviously the next day, yeah.
Why is it weirdly triggering? Like him coming back to the internet.
So triggering.
I can't imagine
and I'm like,
for you. Like
I'm 30. Or Jeff. I was thinking more of that. I was like, could you imagine like someone literally is like, not only are you suing him, but also he's blaming you for this accident that happened. Look, accidents happen, and it's like one thing to be like, okay, accidents happen, like I'm sorry, like whatever, I'll give you some money, settlement to help you with things. It's another thing to like blame someone and be like, you did this actually.
And then you're gonna go to the 7 wonders of the. There are 7 people actually wondering where Jeff's check is. Like that, you're gonna go to the 7 wonders of the world. Like that's just so.
Oh. I know.
It's crazy.
No, I was triggered. It's crazy because it's been like, I was in that group for like literally less than a year, and I'm like 36, almost 37. I have 2 kids. I'm married, and I'm still like so triggered because most like, oh, it's like whatever, you know, it's a hot topic, you know. I'm like, no, it's not just a hot topic to me. Like this is like anxiety. Like I'm so scared. Like I'm like, and I just like, think something like nothing good can come from a David Dobrik return. So I was just like, this is all. But there's girls coming out exposing him. But we can talk about that on Just Trish. There's like girls being like, I was there at the. Where they go, Sydney, and she goes, you could see me in the reflection of the camera. He had me off camera, and there was a model I saw. Well, I didn't actually see her, but she had dated David when she was like 18.
What's her
like,
name?
I could bleep it.
Yeah. I wish I knew who that was. I want that. Okay.
Yeah.
And she dated David.
She dated David, and she was like, I gotta tell Trisha this tea, and I was just like, oh my. And then she got sick, and she left the thing, and I was like, damn, because my makeup artist was telling me, yeah, she's like, they want to tell you.
Take a Z-Pack. We need you on the mic. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Good thing she didn't tell me, because I probably would have been on Just Trish tomorrow being like, so here's the tea about David.
No, but that's real. It's just, it is just so wild that like, I don't know, cancellation just means nothing nowadays.
Especially like David's is like not a cancellation. Like he literally is just like a monster. You know what I mean? Like in so many levels.
Wild.
Anyways,
it's so wild.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast is Amazon priming it up. It's like, come on. Like, I just need one. Coca-Cola, like, take a chance on me. You know, give me, we need, like, I want
a TV show. I love that.
I just want a mainstream moment, you know?
Oh, same.
Like, come on.
How does that not happen? How do we get what would be, I guess if this show went to like Netflix or something.
Like,
how do we get on
it?
How do we do it? What like brand for the Super Bowl would have us? Like if we're in a Super Bowl Trojan.
Who has money, but like Adam and Eve probably has Super Bowl money.
They should put look all the Adam and Eve peggers and clitoral stimulators over there. I just did one this today.
What did you do today with that?
A little main channel video still. I never post my main channel. I do Adam and Eve over there. They're great. They're still chugging along. I get like 10,000 views. And, like they still give me my deal, my bag.
That is so slay.
They're great. We love them. They're not sponsored. They should be sponsoring. Nobody's sponsoring this episode.
It's so hello Adam and Eve, please help us. Dude, it's so after the TikTok ban, I am like, you are about to see me in all of my bags. Like vibrator on the Instagram grid, selfie smiling next to it.
There's
like,
a vibrating company that will pay, it was like a $50,000 deal. Yes.
Balesa,
are you doing it?
Me. Now, the TikTok stuff scared me. Like I'm just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's the relevancy, like you said. Like I don't think people would care about me if it wasn't for TikTok. So I got a little scared. I was like, wow, I'm going back to irrelevance.
And
Bye.
Instagram Reels is scary. I tried to scroll last night. It's all straight men, and they're like, I like saw 5 different reels where it was like, "Daddy's gonna come home to you," and they're being dead serious. Like,
who are they saying that to? The followers or who?
Yes, and like all the comments are men. Like no one gets the jokes. Like it's like really.
Well, it is like Mark Zuckerberg, is that his name? He was just on Joe Rogan. He's like such a bro, so I think that's like why.
Yeah, I guess it's like TikTok's for the girlies and like Reels are for the bros, but like...
I don't know who's watching that.
That's so... It was so scary. I was like, oh my God. Like
14 hours. I know, but it was so real. And everyone like clowning people for it. It's like, this is people's like livelihood, small business. Not just like influencers, but like all the small businesses that like Keith Lee has helped. You know what I mean? And it's like, that would not be possible without TikTok.
The amount of people, as much as I come for the panhandlers on live, like the amount of small businesses on live making their money and selling stuff.
Panhandlers, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Felt bad. I was like, damn, everyone needs to eat.
It's so true.
But it's back for now.
Oh my God.
Is it not permanently?
I think it's like a 90-day thing. Like Trump
90-day
is able to extend the amount of time that they can sell the company. So it's like 90 days.
So 3 months, everyone
Trump's
goes
trying to win
again.
over the divas. Like, do you feel like it's like...
Did you see James Charles literally was just like, I guess make America great again? I was like, okay, James Charles saying that. That was wild. Everyone's just all of a sudden a Trumpy.
Like, oh my God.
But then
2025 is scary.
Why is it like that? It's like 2020. Remember beginning of 2020? It was like Kobe passed away and then they had fires then January. Like everything was like 2020. I'm like, can we just like keep it together for 2025?
Yeah.
I really hope so.
Like, I just want to go back to a few months ago. Like, you on SNL was actually the highlight of my year. Everything's been downhill since.
Come back, SNL. I want to go back.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I know. It's well, it will. It'll turn around. It has to turn
David
around.
Dobrik's back. Like, that is like...
That was like literally hell breaking loose.
It's like his laugh over like all the things happening.
Yes.
The apocalypse. Like...
The devil amongst us for sure.
Oh my God.
So
should
scary.
we like take a caller?
We should probably take a call. We have new buttons today, courtesy of our producer, Devin.
He slayed this. Okay, listen how cute this is.
Yeah.
This one's Trisha's.
Okay.
We don't need to play mine,
go.
okay?
Okay. Oh, wait. This sounds like a 90s game with like those phones when you would like, do you remember? Well, you're not from, were you alive in the 90s?
For 2 years.
That's crazy.
But I was already 50. Like, no one was feeding me, probably.
Oh my God. Do you think? Oh my God.
No, they were probably feeding me at like 2. They had to have been, right? I'm here.
That is crazy. Do you ever think about that with like, okay, we'll go to questions, but like, oh, we can go. Well, anyways, because we're already on it. Do you ever think about that? Like, how did you survive?
I don't know. I almost feel like my parents were the type where like at first they were like, oh, we're going to slay this. And then slowly just got worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that.
Yeah.
That's what's scary. That's the scary part about having kids is like, you could be an awful parent and like, then what? You have this baby. Like there's no return policy.
God.
Like, you know
my
what I
worst
mean?
fear.
Yeah.
It's my actual worst fear. But I think
It's
even
real.
just it being my worst fear, like I recognize that that's good, that I'm fearful of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that my parents were like extreme narcissists. Like, there was no room for like, oh, maybe I'm bad at this, I'm gonna grow, you know? So
no, I think you'll be great because of that. You know what I mean? I think
it's my
be.
worst fear. Like, truly, is turning out anything like them, honestly. So.
You'd probably be like surprised at how good you are. You know, I always thought like, oh man, I'm the best mom. I think now I am, but when I first had Malibu, I was like, oh my God, I am not good at being a mom. Like,
well,
you know,
it's like a whole human.
Yeah,
it's
a
like
whole human
it
for the
is,
rest of your life, and you're just like, this is it. This is my life. This is baby forever.
No, it is like so scary and crazy. But I think when I love people, I love them with everything in me unconditionally. So
yeah, you're like wildly like unconditional love.
I love that. Dial it back. This is the year of me being a bitch again. By the way,
I love it. Messy.
Like,
Hannah.
I'm just over it. Like, I think if you can recognize this too, probably when you get to a place in your life where you're so peaceful, you recognize the things that cause you turbulence and regress your growth so much more. You know, and it's like, I just don't have time for that this year. And like with the fires, just like all of that, it made me realize what's important and what's not. And I think it's just like,
and the important is back.
Yeah, just honestly, yes. Like, just like standing up for myself, like, just, you know.
I love that. I miss it sometimes. I miss kind of just being like a ruthless and people like, oh, scared of Trisha. She's going to be unhinged. I wish I could be that again. But I just know myself, I would spiral.
Yeah, that's true. That I would even like lose on my TikTok kids. Though, I was like, let me be messy. I haven't been messy in a while, and I posted all my drafts. And like I posted one with David, and then like my whole For You page was like drama channels talking about it. And I was like, wait, you actively chose to do this, Tana? And like, no.
What was the one with David? I did see it. You guys were just like dancing or something.
He like bought us shots, and I just found it, and I was like, this is like, what do you mean I was taking shots with like David and Zayn?
You were like in the group-ish.
And so hammered. Like, just, it does make sense, but I was just like, oh my God, the drafts are scaring me. It was like all people I'm not friends with now.
Can react to our moments in David's vlogs. I see it sometimes on our Patreon. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't watch this. It's like triggering.
We should. I never have. And there's so much backstory to all of them.
Okay, we'll bring up some clips on Just Trish.
Yeah, we should do that. Okay, we'll take a call.
It's over. The episode's done in like 20 minutes.
Like, this show is for the people.
This was our little
I just missed you, and I missed you too.
And people said that too. They're like, oh, I don't mind the little updates. So
yeah, I hope you guys don't mind.
We'll do like rapid fire for these last like 20 minutes, and then we'll go over to our Patreon. So
we have y'all. Next episode, we'll take hella calls. Like, my bad. I also just unironically said hella. Oh my God.
Hello. Did you say hello? I didn't hear you say
no, hella. Like I said, we'll take hella calls. Oh my girl. You can tell I have on podcasting.
No, that's cute. That's everything.
Girl,
okay.
I love you.
That's so chunky. Okay, let's go. First call.
Trisha, Tana, I'm not even kidding you right now. A guy literally just left, and I went back onto YouTube to look up your guys' podcast so I could find the phone number because I need help. So this guy, he's like really sweet and a perfect gentleman, and I really like him. Like, I should be with him. And I am like sexually attracted to him, like kind of. But when I tell you this man just ate my face, he has no idea how to kiss at all. I think I'm going to have Kylie Jenner lip kit tomorrow. Like, what the do I do to teach him how to kiss? Because if I want to keep seeing him, it cannot be like this. So how do I gently tell a guy, like, hey, you're doing it wrong. You're actually consuming my face. Thank you. Please help me. Thank you. Bye. I love you.
He's consuming her face. So he's like, how do you do it? Like, eating it open?
Like, his mouth is, I fear that like what I'm gathering is his mouth is way too open.
He's just like,
which is usually
eating her lips. So if this is her lips, his are like this.
Ew, oh my God, probably.
That's not bad. First of all, girl, don't tell him. That's so mean. Could you imagine someone like, you don't know how to kiss? I would literally, bye.
Yeah, I would end it all. But at the same time, God, it's the worst being with someone who's like a really gross or bad kisser. Like, it is like.
It? I guess I'm just like, I used to like love kissing. Moses is like not a kisser. It's not like he's a bad kisser. He's just like, he'd never kiss. He doesn't like kissing, like making out. He never has liked it.
Wait, that's so crazy.
And I don't like necessarily mind it. Like, I guess like thinking before, I'm like, I'd
rather someone be like not that into kissing though than like spitting all over my face. I have like had some serious bad kissers. Like right now I just had 7 flashbacks. I need a lobotomy. Like, I want it all out of my brain so bad. Like,
wait, how is it bad though? Just the spitting and what else?
Oh my God. I was thinking about this one guy that I fully dated him. I just don't claim it. So I was trying to lie.
Also, I didn't block you from dating him for being a bad kisser.
No, but he had like stubble and it was so prickly, and then he would just like get spit everywhere, and like he would just like heavy breathe, and it was so gross.
Your mouth?
Yeah.
Was he big?
No.
Just asthma or what?
I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, it was scary. It was like,
you never dated anyone with beards, have you?
well, I mean,
Because you had stubble, and I was like, stubble's not bad. A whole beard is crazy. Moses has a beard. I never dated anyone with a beard before Moses because I don't love a beard.
it's
I'm married to him. I hated people with beards. I hated people with beards.
It is different kissing someone with like facial hair versus not. I prefer not, I think, just because it's like in the way.
It's in the way. I'm always just like scratching. I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I guess don't tell you. So you would say tell him, or how was your advice? I'd say don't tell him, but your advice is to.
I think you have to try different kissing styles and hope he like adapts, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe you just really dial it back, and then maybe he'll dial it back too.
Right. Like,
Or you
let's
could
slow
just
down.
tell him. When I was an alcoholic, I would always tell people. Like I would just get drunk and be like, "You're so bad in bed." It's
my
true.
God.
I know. I need jail.
That's crazy.
Well, because it's like after you like 5 times and like he doesn't make you. It's like, who do you give a about here? Like, am I just a blow up doll?
Go to the next one.
Yeah,
Dump
you're so
him,
right.
divorce him, whatever.
You're so
it takes.
right.
Don't
I'd
keep
be-
seeing him.
I'd be like, I can fix him. It was so bad.
That's crazy. No, I just leave them. But
Yeah.
like kissing, like I'm telling you, kissing's like, I don't think it's like the end of the world. I don't know. I guess if you love kissing, I'm someone that's like, whatever.
I do kind of really like kissing. So like,
Like making out, you just make out sometimes.
I love a make out. Ugh.
I guess I haven't done it in so long. I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I've ever done that. I'm like trying to think, like just sit on a couch and just start making out, and then you just stop.
I've not stop. Like I think it's a good like foreplay. This is getting a little Patreon-y,
Right.
but you know,
Just,
whatever.
Like, put it in. Don't just, you know.
That's true. You could just have him rail you. Like you don't even
so
have
much
to.
easier.
Like,
Turn around.
Yeah.
No lips involved.
honestly, that's the final advice. Just turn around,
Just
Diva.
turn around.
Turn around, Diva. Watch out, Diva. A back shot behind you.
Hi, Tana. Hi, Trish. First off, you guys are my comfort people. I've been watching you for years, and I actually just broke up with my boyfriend the other day because of your new podcast. And I find that I always attract the toxic men that just want me for the wrong reasons and treat me really badly after the honeymoon phase is over. My ex actually threatened to attack me after I broke up with him. I'm just really tired of the cycle, and as a 21-year-old gay man living in Chicago, what would your advice be for me in order to attract guys that actually want to treat me right and make me feel like I'm worth something? Love you guys.
Love you. That's so hard. Get out of Chicago. I'm from there. I hate it. They're the worst. I mean, well, Chicago. Midwest people are nice, but the dating there is just.
Honestly, any man I've ever dated from Chicago was like a boy. Like I got
Dobrik's from
played by a
Chicago.
Chicago man. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
true.
Have you dated someone from Chicago? Who?
Yeah, I was really into this guy. It's funny. He's like going through a breakup on TikTok right now, and the girl's like exposing him.
Wait,
I'm like,
is he
damn, he kind of played me too.
Famous or like influencer?
Yeah. He
his
like
name?
blew up for basketball, like playing basketball.
We'll bleep it, I
and being
promise.
hot. His name's, I don't know, but I just thought he was hot. And then,
Is he hot? I need to look up. I want to see these people you date.
and then, no, but he wouldn't claim me. He wouldn't make it official. Very much situationship. He was like, I'm not doing
I
this.
hate that so much.
Then
Yeah,
he got a
Chicago
girlfriend.
guys are.
Okay, let's see. Let's think. What's he saying? Like, he wants to break the toxic cycle. It's also hard when you're 21, I think. Give yourself some grace. Like, I think that no one really has figured out in that age range, and
Yeah.
it's not just you. And like, it might take some time and learning and bad experiences and just getting older to like.
Because no one knows what they want at 21.
Yeah.
You know, and no one, a lot of, especially guys, I mean, that's the toughest part about being gay is like two guys dating each other. Because guys are the worst. And there's two of you in the relationship. That's awful. And I think gay men can agree. They're like, we don't want to be attracted to men. I don't want to be attracted to men, but here we are.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it's hard. And yeah, age. I think aging, honestly, that's the worst thing to hear. But I think at 21,
Yeah, and just like understand that these moments and these relationships and these toxic men are teaching you lessons that you will eventually put to use. You know, like I feel like for so long I felt like all that was like for nothing. And like now I'm like, I'm so happy I went through all those things to be who I am. So just try to actively not choose men that remind you of the last ones. Like don't keep going for the same guy, different font, you know, but also understand that this is kind of just a part of the cycle of being 21, dude. Oh my God.
and you're not going to meet the love of your life on Grindr. Love Grindr, which they would sponsor us, but they're not there. The soulmates aren't there. Probably not on Tinder and Hinge either.
It's hard. I mean, I feel like literally 80% of the people on the apps, especially now, just want to,
Yeah.
you know, and It's so hard. It's so hard. Just everything will happen for a reason, you know, and it will happen. And we love
gay
you.
Bachelor. Why don't they do that?
Yeah, what the hell?
There's never been a gay one, right? They had Prince Charming, that show on like Logo or something.
We should host a gay dating show. How fun.
Devin, our producer, says he's never been in a relationship. Wait, how old are you? First of all, that's not crazy. I've never been in a relationship till I was like 30, so let me not judge. Okay, yeah. That's actually like a lot more normal. I tell people this. It's very normal.
And you saved yourself so much turmoil, probably.
Devin's looking for... we're gonna do Bachelor, gay Bachelor Devin. I love it so much.
How fun would that be? I think it's like Devin's such a big part of Loveline, and like I love to be Cupid too. Like I love to set my friends up. It usually doesn't work and crashes and burns, but
we should get submissions, and Devin clocks all our phone calls so he can clock you guys. He'll just like pick his own people. That'd be great. We should have like 10 people submit, and then that'd be so
I just realized
fun.
that like Amari would love you. Like I wonder if that would work out.
It's over. The game's over.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, let's hold on.
No, I love it.
That's so fun.
Amari's so cute. Is he single?
Yeah, he is single.
He's crazy.
Mingling.
Why do I always think he has a boyfriend?
Because he always has.
He does, right? When he comes over, he always has someone. I'm like, I feel like he's always.
He always has. Yeah, Amari's such a catch too. It's crazy. Like
he's
the people who just
so nice.
People are always getting at him, and like you know what I mean. Like
he's nice and sweet, and he just he's kind of wonderful.
He's my little cuddle bug. Wait, that's so fun. Oh my God.
We'll find out. We'll do Devin the Bachelor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, but then it's so scary to like set him up with anyone in my life because like oh my God, the drama.
Yeah, or like just a random person following, which could be like great. They could be wonderful, or they could be like scary.
Yeah, literally a serial killer. Like
they would basically have to be ready to, you know, hear the review on
that. Yeah.
The enjoyment of it is that the fans are also gonna like, you know, wow, was the date? Would you?
Yes.
Sure. We'll have to have them say like, I consent to being on Not Loveline or
oh my
something
God,
like
that's
that.
so fun.
If they consent, of course. We don't force consent here. Like if they are willingly doing that, yeah.
Not
that's
forcing
done.
consent here.
And if they're like, no, we can just like give them a different name. You know?
That's so
wild
fun.
that they submitted and they didn't want to be on this podcast. Like that's the whole point of this. But
that's so fun.
Yeah, we're doing
though.
it. Done.
I've always wanted to bachelor one of my friends.
Yeah,
so that's
we got to set
exciting.
up an email and.
I'm like, I'm ready to go on dates. We're ready to.
That's exciting.
Period.
And it's good
is the
setting
time.
setting that precedent. That means like it's gonna come in abundance this year.
You're ready for it. Yeah, when you say you're ready and you're open to it, it's gonna come. I love it. You're such a good
She taught me
catch.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. It's coming up.
Oh
So
my
okay, we'll
God.
get a little email set up and people can submit.
Wait, that's so
Let's
fun.
get it set up for next time we film Friday so that we can have submissions. Yeah,
That's
cute.
everything.
And we need to show you so people see. Maybe we could like put a picture of you or something too.
Yes.
Well, we got to get it so it's set up so we have like a 3. We will
Not
because we're gonna have
Loveline
guests.
Bachelor.
Love
That's
it.
so iconic.
Yeah, we're gonna find.
I'm
someone.
loving all the segments.
Maybe that person. He's looking for Prince Charming. 21, 28. That's okay. A little young,
I
but.
get married by the end of the year.
If you get married, that'd be everything. Yeah, you're gonna get married at the end of the year. Everyone on Just Search predict that on the 2025 predictions. I think our
Really?
title's like Tana's getting married, and I think because we're friends, people like thought I was spilling your tea. I was like, obviously, if she was getting married, I would not be the first to like break it to you.
I would let you break it. I would absolutely let you. That sounds like the most coverage. Let's go.
My sister
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I predict Tana and Makoa will get engaged.
Oh my God. When you like,
That's actually so weird because I was thinking about that like last night.
you were thinking about that last night, Paige?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's so realistic. I mean, you've been together now way over like a year and a half, and that's usually when people get engaged. I think
I
when
was kind of sitting there and I was like, I really can't see you with anyone else at this point.
Oh my God.
No, absolutely
Aw.
not.
I know. I love him so much. And he is. I always do think about like long term. Like,
Yeah.
I could be with McCall for the rest of my life and I would be very happy. And he's so good for me and good to me and like
you're
patient
such
and amazing.
a different person with him. You're
Yeah.
like you glow differently, and I think it's crazy when this sounds like shady. I mean, it's not, but it's crazy to me when people are together like 8 years and get engaged. I'm like, you've been together 8 years. Like, this is not exciting. Like, what? Like,
Yeah, I
getting
think it's like
engaged.
3 max.
That's wild. Like, get engaged and then wait a couple years to get married. Like, I don't know. Like, being engaged is like not that big of a deal.
It's so funny because I used to be so like that. Like I would date someone for like 2 months and I'd be like, shotgun wedding, let's go to
Yeah.
Vegas, get engaged. And now that it's like I'm really with this person, it makes me almost overthink if everything is perfect in the right timing because I just cherished this relationship so much. I don't want to force or rush anything, you know?
Damn, cannot be me. I was like, I met Moses in March. I was like, we need to get like engaged before Christmas. Like, this is crazy.
Did you?
Yeah, it was 2020.
Holy sh-
We met, got engaged, and bought a house all in the same year.
Oh my God, what
first
am
9
I
months.
doing?
No, but we were older. I was 32 and he was 42, and we both like wanted, like, we were just older. But like, okay,
I think McCall and I also both have a very like, not no rush, but like, I don't know if it's 2025. It might be 2026.
that's healthy. It's very
Yeah.
healthy to be no rush. I'm just
I
like,
know. But
I
you
could
never
die.
know.
You know, like, let's get married now. But
Yeah.
Or I always just think, what's the wait? Like, what's the point of waiting?
That is the thing, because when I really think about it, it's like if we were engaged tomorrow, like nothing would really change. I would be down, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love him and I want to spend forever with him, but I don't know.
I think both are healthy.
Yeah,
Rush
both
it
are
or
healthy
don't.
options. Jesus,
I rush. You wait. I think it's both good.
but I used to be such a rusher. I don't know what has come over me.
You're in a healthy headspace. It's
I
probably better.
guess I don't know.
I was definitely like breaking up with Moses because he didn't want to like have babies with me, and like right away I was just like, I can't be with you. Like, I need to have babies now, and he's just like, okay, no.
Oh, no, but everything worked out so perfectly. Yeah. It's so funny. Right in my eyeline, no one knows this, is this like beautiful picture of Trisha and Moses as the idol. And whenever I'm like staring off into the distance, it's just at that photo.
We're redoing it all down here. Like, we're gonna get a new set. We're gonna redo all of it. So it looks cute. No, we are. Once we get a photo I like, I'm gonna blow us up. But I need to get a photo I like. Once the new set comes to leopard, I see us like an all leopard on a leopard couch.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we'll get them updated.
We're gonna get a hot photo.
Peggy
but I love
shoots
it down
film.
Here.
She's down to do it. I love her photos
her so
and
much.
she shot you. And I was
She's
like,
my queen.
She's everything.
I need her to like take my soon. I got to get back on the OF wagon.
I saw you're like, it's back. Oh, it's back.
I'm serious.
You know, I deleted mine in December, and it takes like 6 months to delete. They're like, we have to wait till the last. Like, no one can join, but like it's still up for another 5 months. I'm like, get this down.
That's
like,
kind of like doesn't feel right.
it's weird because they were like, oh, until like a membership expires or something, your last membership. It's very odd. I was like, I need this down now, only because it's like a new year, and I wanted to go in the new year. I feel like it's blocking things for me, and I'm just like, not like professional, just like my own space. You know what I mean?
No, and you're manifesting and like everything.
Yeah, like
you
different
can't.
life, different me. I don't know.
I think this is my last year of it, so I'm gonna go really hard and then be done at the end of this year.
definitely
Honestly, just
There was a point I loved it. It was my whole personality. I was like, this is it for me.
Same, 100% same. And now I don't feel that way. So it is like harder for it to be more authentic. But I'm thinking that I'm going to have my nipple ring for one more year. So I think that they go, like once the nipple ring is gone, like that, like edgy,
The era's
crazy.
over.
Yeah, like that era of Tana is over. So
I'm surprised you have a tongue piercing. You seem like somebody who would.
oh my God, I almost did at one point in my life. But I think it's like certain things I couldn't, like even like bright red hair. Like I'm too crazy here to like have both.
The reflection of it.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just like, whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I will say the good thing about OF and like deleting it, they do allow you to withdraw consent. So when you like film with somebody else, you can give that person's page and be like, I don't consent to that anymore, and they'll like remove the video completely.
Ooh.
Because there was people I
should
filmed
just do
with.
that anyway.
Yeah, because it's like, but it's cool because like, and that's the thing in life. I think it's like you can consent at the time, and it's cool that you can like withdraw it later.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that's not always the case, especially people who do adult films like with companies, they would never they'll sell it forever, you know, so it's out there forever. So that is cool about OF, that they're like, hey, if there's any pages that you want to withdraw consent from.
That's nice. I didn't know that. I really didn't
I always
know
do
that.
when there's been a couple people I've shot with that are like, hey, I don't want the video out there. They just ask me, and I like, of course, take it down. You know what I mean? So it's good. And I'm sure if I asked anybody, they would, because I've only shot with maybe like 5 or 6 people. But it's
There's just so many things I've done for OF, and I look back and I'm like, I maybe didn't need to do all that. You know,
have you done something? Well, let's talk about that on our Patreon. I want to know the craziest thing you did on OF, because I was subscribed to you for a while, and I remember being like,
nothing crazy, just
nothing crazy. That's what I thought. I was like, it was pretty tame, like topless.
Even just like it's St. Patrick's Day. Like, why do you have clovers on your? Like, you know, just like
that's cute though. That's theme.
I don't know.
That's not bad. I can tell you my craziest one on Patreon, because I've done some crazy, and I'm just like, and at the time I was like down for it. At the time I was also just out of my head, but
realist.
Do we have time for one more?
Someone make that a sound.
Okay, let's do one more.
3 whole calls.
We could probably do 2 more.
2 more. Let's do 2 more.
48 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And if you have a question at home and you want to call, here is the phone number. We've got you at the beginning. Call this phone number, and if you have a spicy one, we'll do it on our Patreon. Patreon.com/NotLoveline. We'll go there and tell you our spiciest OF moments. All right, next call.
I need to memorize the phone number.
I have no idea what it is. So many numbers.
Lots of 6s, lots of 9s in it. So
Oh, that's
Lots
good.
of 6s, lots of 9s.
That's good.
My favorite position.
Call
just
us
kidding.
now.
It's exhausting, that position. No way.
God, we hate.
I can't even
We
imagine.
hate.
I can't even bend over to tie my shoe.
No, it's
Sounds crazy.
Propping yourself up. It's just embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Honestly, it's 69 is embarrassing.
Yeah, no way.
Hey, Trish and Tana. This isn't a relationship question, but I was wondering if you have any advice on making new friends. I'm 20. I live at home in my small town, and I'm a student pilot, so I don't have a college-type environment to interact with people my age. My one best friend moved 6 hours away last spring. My other best friend is moving across the country next summer, so I pretty much only hang out with my boyfriend. The closest city is like 40 minutes away, but it has a reputation for being pretty dangerous.
I love my boyfriend, but I am in desperate need of some new girlfriends. Please help me. Love you guys.
Well, how's your co-pilot, I guess, first of all, right? Because you're like up in the air with them. Like maybe you could like Kiki.
Wait,
She's a pilot.
With a girl?
Some fly solo too.
Some people fly solo.
Wait, I didn't know there was a co-pilot. On airplanes, there's always a co-pilot?
Yeah. In case, you know.
To learn, yeah. For pilots, yes, they would.
To learn.
They would have to have someone in with them.
But like a big flight, there's not always a pilot with them. There's not two pilots, is there?
Yeah, there is. There's
always?
I think so. I could never do that alone.
Yeah.
Like, what if you're just feeling tired?
I was gonna say I could never do that with somebody. Leave me alone. I didn't fly a plane. Like someone's just talking to you, changing the station. Like just I would hate.
Do they have radio up there? Do you
I
think?
would hate that because I hate music and someone's just turning on the music. I'm like, turn that down. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
like
hate
Pink Pony Club. You're flying a plane. That's horrifying. There's no way there's radio on airplanes, right? Like
There
not
has
that.
to
I mean, there's like
be.
radio, like help ground, but like you
that.
know,
No music.
God, oh my God. I want to go back to a minute ago before I spoke.
So pilot. So you're saying like maybe there's a girl co-pilot she could be friends with.
Yeah, I don't know. I could just imagine becoming good friends with your co-pilot, but I'm trying to think of real advice.
Do you ever think about the 1920s and someone being like, oh my God, there's girls flying planes?
Yeah, so crazy.
Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, oh my God, a woman doing that? Good
No.
for you.
Women
I think
really-
about that now in 2025. I'm like, damn, women are flying planes. That's so smart. I could never do it. Could never be me. It's insane.
I could never.
How-
I
did
am
you
like
say her
better off in the
age?
kitchen.
In the kitchen. I can't do that either, though. So I wouldn't survive 1920 or 19. What are we in 2025 now?
At all. I get it. What
can you do?
So what can I? Literally nothing, Trisha. My favorite hobby is laying. I love to lay.
I love to lay too. I can't do anything. All right.
Just
I can do podcasts.
I'm a
Same.
professional yapper.
Thank God for podcasts these days. If that ever goes away, you know how there's trends and like podcasts go away. It's like, what the f- am I gonna do?
I don't know. I feel like we'll write a bunch of books.
For
just
sure.
like that's how
Is
we'll
your
yap.
book coming out this year?
It should.
Are you writing it?
Yeah, I just like lately, even just with the fires and stuff, I planned on really working on it at the beginning of this year, and I've been a little distracted, but I'm about to lock back in, you know? She wants to make friends.
Bumble has friend options, doesn't it?
Oh, they do. I was going to say also like TikTok. I know that that's like the most 2025 answer, and like it's literally been back for 14 hours, but like I feel like you could go on niche TikToks and find girls in your city. I always see that, like girls looking for
Really?
friends in LA, and like
Do you respond?
No, I have enough. Honestly,
That's true. You
I'm
do a lot.
tired.
Yeah.
I'm so tired, but I'm literally exhausted. But like even just your hobbies and like maybe finding people. She's saying that she moves around a bunch. Like even you could just find some internet friends who have the same like niche interests. Maybe you can find some fellow not loveliners, some people who enjoy the same
comments.
chaotic things that you do. I would say just lean on the internet. It's 2025, and you will find some people, and hopefully maybe you find one midair too. You know?
Ooh, midair would be everything.
Yeah.
The Mile High Club, but for friends.
Yeah.
What we should have a Not Loveline app where it's for dating and friendship. So people who watch the show, you already have a common interest, which is watching us.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Do you know this person? Maybe you know. I should know the name of the podcast. Do you know someone named Rebecca? Do you know this person?
Black? I love her.
Rebecca, oh my gosh. I saw it. She was saying how much she loved Not Loveline. I really have to show you. Let me show you this person.
I saw this.
Soft
I
white
saw this.
underbelly. Do we know what soft white underbelly is?
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, wait, what is that?
Did you not see this clip of them talking about Not Loveline?
I saw this clip.
Like homeless people, I think.
Oh, so this person's not regular because everyone's like, oh, Rebecca knows. This is Rebecca, and then this is.
I saw this too. I knew that this was the show where they interview people who sometimes are going through it.
I thought she was a host.
Is it
Yeah.
a podcast?
Yeah, so I thought these two were the hosts. Am I off with this? Soft white underbelly, Trisha.
Someone said I have nobody to talk about this with. I love.
So, anyways, they said Rebecca low-key gives similar vibes to Trisha. But anyways, she is a fan. So here, I'll play the first part.
Before I left here, apparently
I saw
Trisha
this.
paid us and Tana Mongeau. I love Tana. And now I live for Trisha. I'm like, that is how you help someone in your life. You know what I mean? Because she was like, ugh.
Trisha was like, ugh.
I do kind of live for like a story arc, like when someone didn't like me, but then they like me.
Yeah, but no, she loved you, and she's like, oh, I didn't like Trisha. And then she goes on.
That's what Tana. Trisha to me, it's like, ugh.
Okay, hold on.
You bubbly fucker, I know. It's like the personality is an accident. It's not intentional. You know what I mean? So I prefer intention, but good for her. You know, good for her.
Oh, you mean you think it's a
Judging by her history with men alone, have you seen the men she's been with? She has not had an easy life because girls.
Me or you?
She's talking about me, and I was like, I feel like your dating history between the two of us was a little more chaotic.
That's literally insane. Are you kidding me?
I was like, was mine that bad?
No, I don't feel like yours was bad.
She was like a fan, and I was so excited because we had a shout out on a major podcast because everyone's like, oh my God.
Is it a television show? It's a podcast.
What did the set look like? Was it
like gray, like almost like a yearbook photo?
She needs a podcast.
Yeah.
Should we have a third host? Should Rebecca be her third host?
That's honestly really awesome that show does like open doors for people.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that. Like, I always have people kind of messaging me if they're like, you know, going through stuff in their life or whatever, that they like watch us to escape, and like, that's just really cool to me, like in any way.
I was excited. Everyone knew. So it's a TV show, a show, YouTube channel. Everyone was like stoked that they mentioned us, and I was like, okay, cool.
Now I need to deep dive on the lore because everyone seems to love these queens, and I hate feeling behind. So I'm going to deep dive on the lore.
Well,
but thank you for the love. We love you.
Rebecca loves you, and then in turn loves me, which made me excited. I was like, thank you,
Rebecca. Thank you. I think that you have to be a Trisha Paytas stan, so I'm glad you're on the right side of history. But yeah. Slay.
Anyways, shout out to Soft White Underbelly for shouting us out.
Can I just say you have really nice toilet paper? Like whenever I'm in your bathroom, like normally at my house I have to take like 5 scrolls, you know, and like over here I do that, and then I have so much. Like where do you? It's like a towel.
Yeah, my toilets are always clogged because I use so much toilet paper. I love just being dry and clean. And
like where do you buy your toilet paper?
Just Costco, but it's a Charmin Mega Roll. It's like the good.
It's so good.
I hate
it's so good.
Paper towels.
My friends were asking me today like what your house smells like all the tea, and I was like, it smells like a bakery to me.
I feel like they've all been here. Oh, it smells kind of weird because we just had Wingstop down here, so it smells. And Moses does like a canned fish reviews down here, so he has like canned fish, so he like opens them up.
Canned fish reviews?
Yeah,
I'm about to clock in and watch.
He just started like 2 weeks before the TikTok ban. He started getting traction.
Does he like canned fish?
He loves it's like canned like fish eggs and stuff, and like it's wild. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's wild. Yeah, I'm about to watch every single one.
Canned fish.
Everyone go watch Moses' canned fish reviews.
I know. I started crying at the end of the TikTok ban because I was like, wait, he finally found something he loves to do, and it makes him happy. And it's like he doesn't do anything for himself, so he'll like spend 10 minutes doing these canned fish reviews a day, and it's like, and then
that's so cute. That's so sweet.
I said it was gonna be gone, and I was like, oh no!
Oh
but
my
he did one today to celebrate the TikTok return. Did you do your TikTok return?
Yeah, I was just kind of talking in the car about like Michaela's wispy lash.
You're like, that's gonna be on the next canceled. You're gonna just talk about
because it's like really, I really was like up in arms that she didn't do that.
Have you ever talked to her? Have you ever met her in real life?
No, and I feel like she probably is like very sweet, and maybe I went too hard. It's just
I think you do. That's not bad. That's like cute in camp. I feel like that's not. She would laugh. I think she does.
And I hope I'm sure she like gets the game too. You know what I mean? And just like obviously like when something's funny, I'm gonna laugh at it. And like the wispy lash had me in tears for like in a chokehold for like a year. But no shade, you know.
We love Michaela. All right, we should take one more because I'm sorry, I just like went on this like tangent.
No, I love it.
We gotta use our buttons. Okay, this one will be a dump him or he's the one because I love these buttons. I love the color of them. They fit the set.
The Emmy Hartman, Leo Skepi.
Oh my God,
I'm an idiot.
That's funny you have so much to say because you never talk about them. Like I think that's like so not in your radar.
Because I commented on Leo's video. Like I'm an idiot. Like
what'd you say? Well, in support. Are you in support of Leo Skepi?
I need to actually like have my phone taken away because it's like at night I'll just like smoke a joint. I'll watch half of a video on 2x speed, and then I'm out here commenting this, and it's like, girl, you have a platform. Like you can't just do that.
So you said this. You're like, yes, I.
Well, I just realized that I also think I became a victim of like the fear mongering. Like I think that like just everything that was happening like around me and everything, like I was and still am like so scared and paranoid. Like there were like 6 different people my security caught casing my house trying to rob it after I left. So then I was just in this whole headspace of like, but it's like you can't put that out to the world. It's not like a good thing. And it's just like, I'm an idiot. I also didn't see the whole half about the homeless people. Like I don't, and people like dying on the hill that they think it's all the homeless people. It's not.
Like blame it, on like one group of people. It's like, it's all that house. No. I'm like, I don't think so. Some of these influencers are more dangerous than the people they're talking about. I'm like, we should be scared of
100%. And I was so like,
me too, me included.
Mad at myself the next day. I was like, girl, watch the whole video before you say things.
I was so I was like such a like Leo Skepi, and not like anti-Leo Skepi, but he's just wild these days. I was like, damn, you really.
And I like forgot about that whole thing with the boyfriend, like all the stuff he was saying. Like
he was joking or something.
Yeah, I need to not be watching things and commenting on things like at all.
But yet you have 2 podcasts where all you do is comment.
Literally, but at least
and your TikTok. Your TikTok is the messiest.
That's where I'm messy because it's like it's me at all. When I'm podcasting, I come here and I'm in my right mind. I'm awake.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. Same with like Canceled too. I like know I'm sitting on the couch and like try my best to be.
Yeah.
But like on TikTok at 3 a.m., like after a joint, it's like put the phone down, diva.
But it's funny. Like the stuff you say is funny. Like you're very quick with jokes. Like I'm just like mean. If I just see something, I'm just like, you stupid. I get so mad. All the Tarte too. I think in my last episode, just I was a little hard on the people on Tarte in general. I was just like, because also like, who am I to judge people who do flashy things? I don't know.
No, it's all crazy. We live in 2025 is crazy. Like just everything happening around us is like.
Well, you said before you started, you're like, this is my January 1st. We're starting over today.
Today is January 1st for me, actually. Like I originally was coming home from Hawaii and going to film with you immediately, and that was supposed to be the start of my year, and then everything's been haywire. So it feels good to be back. I'm just
for
like
now, and then you're like gone again.
I know, but I really just like working. Like I get like I super beat myself up. Like just like not doing anything for like 3 weeks. I was like, oh my God, you failure, loser, irrelevant. So like I can't.
I get like that too. Even after I like gave birth, I'm like I had a week off and I was like I need to get back. I need to do it something because otherwise, I feel the same way. I'm like, what am I doing? I think we
both have like almost are driven by fear because we know what it's like to be in such a bad spot that you like never want to be in it again. That it like it's a really good thing, but it's also bad. It's like I did so much last year. Like you deserve 3 weeks off, but like. I don't know. In my head,
I was doing everything. I was doing cameos. So I finally shut off my cameo because I was getting like a lot. And I was like, okay, let me like, because I was doing so much and I was so tired. I was like, I could probably stop the cameo. But I'm someone that's like a hustle for anything, like a couple $100. Like I'll do it. You know what I mean? But I was like, I need to chill. Even start like cutting off OF was like hard for me because I was like, oh, it was like such easy money. And I haven't made content in years, but it was just like selling that old content. But
no, but I feel you. I like really beat myself up when I don't. So I'm happy to be back.
Me too. And I love this. This one is fun. And it's great because like both podcasts are at my house. I did a little tour of the downstairs the other day and someone's like, I didn't realize this set was like also in your house. Like here's not Loveline, there's Just Church. We're doing like another set for Patreon. I want to build Moses a little canned fish set over there. Just like
that's so cute. You know fish are in. You know fish are trending this year.
Fish in general?
Like I just keep seeing that like fish on clothing is gonna be like I'm doing a fish shirt with the Canceled merch. Like,
wait, you are like a Jesus fish? Like those fishes on the cards?
Like really? Cute little cartoon. Like apparently fish are in.
Well, that was my brain. My TikTok is Trish Like Fish, so that's weird. I wonder why.
She's ahead of the trends.
Okay, fish. Well, he loves fish.
Should we take one more fishy?
Yes.
No.
One more fishy. Last question.
Hi, Trisha and Tana. I love you guys. Okay, I need some help. I saw a tarot reader, and my friend had seen her before me, and she did great. She like nailed everything in her life. So I go, I see her, and she's like, pretty much the gist. My husband is hiding something from me. It's not cheating and it's not financial, but she's like, it might end your relationship. And she was so into this reading, this lady. And now I don't know what to do. I'm like questioning him without telling him I saw her. I'm saying, oh, okay, so what is it like that you want to tell me? Let's communicate. Let's talk about everything that we have to say. And he's like, not telling me anything because maybe there's nothing, but now it's just in my head and I can't, I don't know what to do.
Oh. It's not cheating, not financial, but he could be hiding something from you. This is like, I almost like, I don't know if I'll ever willingly go see a psychic again in my life because I've had so many people be so right. And it's like,
oh, so right.
Yes.
Because there could be so many people that are so wrong too.
That's true. That's true.
But you've always had like spot on experiences.
I've had really spot on experiences, but to the point where almost like I had a psychic tell me my boyfriend was cheating on me and like he was like, it was crazy. Like, I mean, obviously I was dating people who would cheat on me actually. It's like the psychic could just look at me and know whoever I'm dating was cheating on me. But I don't know, like, God, that sucks.
Yeah, it's like, oh man. And just hearing it from, look, I believe in psychic powers for sure, but she could be wrong. You know what I mean?
That is so true. Like, if a psychic told me that I could so see myself coming home to Makoa, like, what do you know?
Yeah.
Tell me now, what are you doing? I know something. And he's like, literally, like, you're losing it. You know? Like, your man could just be completely normal. But like, I believe in those otherworldly with the witches and the warlocks and
for
the
sure, believe in that,
and cauldrons.
I just would, oh God, it's so hard because if it's like you said, if you're just like speculating and going off of that and like accusing someone and like nothing's happening, then it's like the worst. Then you're just like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. You're like accusing me of something that I didn't even do.
Maybe go see a second psychic.
Second opinion.
Maybe go see a third psychic. Maybe set some booby traps for him. Like really try to like
set up.
Try to catch him in the act. Yeah. Get a private investigator. I don't know what the hell I would do.
Yeah, I don't know either. This is a tough one. So yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm flipping my answer. Sorry, I had to take a little bathroom break and I had time to think on it.
We both did. I was holding my pee the whole episode like this.
Oh my God,
like,
don't hold your pee. I know I was holding it too, and all of a sudden, and then it just becomes urgent for me where I'm just like, I need to go right now.
I hold it until I'm gonna explode and die. It's like so weird.
So I flip it. Just dump him.
Honestly. I agree. It's just, I maybe see a second psychic or set a booby trap.
No, the psychic knows. I'm a psychic and I know the psychic knows. My intuition is telling me the psychic is onto something.
I think I agree.
And if you feel onto something and the psychic is confirming it, you are the second opinion. Dump him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I switched my tone. I was like, I don't know. But I was like, no, I know. He has a secret. And don't wait around to find out what it is.
And most men have secrets too. Like if you really just think about it, like 85% of men are probably withholding a major secret from you that you'd hate. So get out of the curve, diva.
Yeah, they'll take it to the grave. So just stay away from all men entirely. Yeah. Explore other genders.
Yeah,
there's plenty out there.
Not dating straight men.
That should be the title of this.
Really should be. Dump him, diva. Sorry, the psychic said. Well, the tarot spoke.
When we got to use our button, which was the most exciting part of this.
Honestly, we love our buttons.
We love you guys. If you have a question, call us today at NotLoveline. Here is the number. And we are about to do a bonus episode at patreon.com/NotLoveline. All things spicy and hot.
Oh, we're about to yap.
Yap and bap. Bye.
Bye, guys.